today, but every day we go to sleep and every day that we wake up. Thank you for your continued blessings. I want to thank you for guiding us and being with us each step of our way. In your precious name, amen. Here we go. Hello, everyone. I'm sure most of you know me, but for those who don't, I'm Bud Justin Parkins, the oldest of the Parkins grandkid tribe. I have been asked, and I have the honor to speak here on behalf of Spank. Over the last couple days, I have listened to so many people talk about Spank. And as I heard the good memories and the good things, I kept writing them down. And I also did some thinking on my own and had some great help from other people between texts and phone calls. I have had the privilege to be involved with Spank since day one. From the backyard football games that dealt with bloody noses, bloody lips, Easter egg hunts, WWF matches, well now it's a WWE, and the laundry room of the old house. But if you got hurt, you couldn't tell, because then we'd all be in trouble. Sneaking grandma's warm beers that were by the dryer while we were wrestling. The pillow run-throughs at Grandma Roth's during Christmas. Fishing at Reams Pond. Cruising around in the old Dodge during certain holidays. Dressing up at Christmas and at Halloween. Watching him shoot his first deer. And how can I not forget, which is a memory in my mind forever, the loud yellow truck that kept running through the house endlessly until Grandpa Parkins had enough, grabbed it, put it up behind the counter beside his ashtray and matches stash. These are just a few memories that I can't forget, and I hope that I brought some back to you guys. That was then, and here we are now. Now I want to say a little bit about Spank. All I can say, Spank was Spank. He had a love and a passion for whatever he did. During high school, he was class president. During high school, he was a kick-ass lineman and gave it all he had every play, especially pulling around the outside. Then this led to his passion for the kitchen. Spank had a niche for food. Hands of God, as many would say. Maybe it started with his love for camper pies that he saved for the next guy in the tin box by the road. But it doesn't matter, because we all got to experience the good stuff later on. He was a master with the spices and ingredients when it came to cooking. He didn't need a recipe, he just knew. It would taste like Jesus in your mouth, as he would say. The great thing is that he was able to share that talent with so many people, and everyone got to enjoy it, and it brought him great joy without him ever boasting about it. As I listened to the talks that kept going on, I heard more and more positive things. Not only did he share his cooking, he shared himself. Spank had a contagious smile and laugh that could definitely light up any mood in any room. He may have been quiet as an individual at times, and that's because he was thinking about all that was going on. He was soaking in everything and taking in the moment without a picture, without a selfie, or a Snapchat. He was enjoying the moment for what it was. The real moment. No fake stuff. The true and real meaning of what was going on. This is why Spank had his own mindset and adventurous thoughts. He was he was always found enjoying the moment rather than being worried about the next. He had his own way of thinking, and he was okay with that. And that is something to be admired. Spank not only loved the kitchen, but he loved the woods. He loved nature. He loved being in his deer blind. If he wasn't hunting deer with a gun, he was using a bow. Then before he even got the deer, he already knew the recipe he was going to use it in. It didn't matter if it was jerky, how long he was going to dry age it, or if he was going to can it. It would be used to perfection in every part of the deer, not just the meat, everything. Other than the woods and the kitchen, there was another place that Spank loved to be. And that was G-Maw's house. If anyone has time, I'd like you to listen to Mamaw's House by Thomas Rhett. And I want you to replace the words Mamaw's house with G-Maw's house. That was his place. And that song explains it all. And I don't blame him. I had, and I still feel the same way about all my G-Maw's house. Except I've had the privilege of enjoying my Grandma Ruth, Grandma Roth, and Grandma Ferry's house. He definitely knew the right place. G-Maws and G-Paws are amazing. Spank had several loves that you can see. He loved cooking, he loved hunting, and he loved G-Maws. But there's one love that was involved in all of those, and that was his love for chocolate. I have been told that this was his pre-workout or his energy for the shopping trips that he would go on. He would sit in a deer stand, I'm sure, and he'd have a piece of chocolate, a candy bar. Watching him make his desserts was always using chocolate. So the next time you eat a piece of chocolate, make sure you think of Spank. In closing, there is something that has been one thing and a continuous thought and has been mentioned many times by many. That is, this tragedy has taught us all a very valuable lesson. What is our true meaning on this earth? We cannot forget to love one another and be there for one another, no matter the circumstance or what is going on. We all tend, and we're all guilty, to get wrapped up in our own lives and forget about what is going on around us and not other people. We're all guilty of focusing on what we need to accomplish in the day, but overlook the reality of what really needs to be accomplished. At the end of the day, as busy as we all are, as overwhelmed as we all are, and as tired as we all are, we need to try to put things into perspective. Because time is precious. It is not guaranteed. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. This afternoon is not guaranteed. Let's live today. Let's live inspired from here on out. And remember this. At the end of the day, we come home from work. At the end of the day, we finish our chores. At the end of the day, we count our blessings. At the end of the day, we know our work is done, and God is walking with us, just like he does every day at the end of the day. We love you, Spank. With that being said, if anyone has a memory or anything they'd like to share, we ask you to come forward And please speak into the mic so everyone can hear what you have to say or the memory you have to share.
How's everybody doing today? Been better, I'm sure. A lot of faces I haven't seen. It's a horrible way to see them again. Came across a saying. It says, cousin is a piece of your childhood that will never be lost or forgotten. And that's so true with Spank. Fishing, falling in love with hard rock music, especially Metallica. We decided to try to make our own band, me and Robert talked about. It was fun. You sit and think of Spank, there's too many memories put into words. Me and him were very close growing up, best friends. Make so many memories that I'll never forget. My brother could not be here, but he sent me something he'd like me to tell you guys. We don't have words for Marianne, Robert, Jared, and Jama. No one does but the Lord. We don't know or understand God's works. We love him in the great days. Many times we don't think of him in the good times. But in the hard times, we realize how much we need him, how much we depend on him, how fragile we are, how fragile life is. But it is in these times we need to have faith. We have to remember it is his plan for his glory, not ours. It is in these times we grow closer to him. And we have to trust him, as impossible as it may seem in times especially like this, because he has his glory and our best interest in mind, even when we can't see or understand it. And we have to have faith in him. We are all praying. We are praying for you all and all of us, for Jameson. Trust God's plan and lean on him. We love you all, and we are here for you. So trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. I don't really know what else to say. I didn't think this is how, I don't know, how this would go down, but I'll miss him a lot, and I can't thank him enough for the memories. So, anybody else has anything? Come on up. The boat rides. Oh, yeah. Didn't we use Grandma's truck for that? I don't think Grandma ever had a clue what was going on either. But yeah, there's just so many things. I could sit up here and tell you a million things about Spank, but right now they're just hard to put into words. So thank you guys.
Good morning. God is good, huh? You bet. I am Spank's great uncle. No, well, he called me the great uncle. Spank was a thinker. He thought things through. They say grown men don't cry. Jesus wept. It is okay. It is good to cry. Real men do cry. Out at my barn, Spank would come out, and me and him would talk and talk and talk. And he was so proud he bought a new pistol. He had to come out, had to show me. He goes, look at this. And it was so sweet. In memory of Spank, I want total silence for 38 seconds. We're all going to miss Spank. We all love Spank. We all love this family. We are a family. We will stick together and we will work through it together. I can't say nothing else. Everybody have a safe trip home. Let's say the Lord's Prayer together. That's all I got, folks.
I do need a microphone because I don't talk real loud. I'm Jameson's Aunt Cindy, and I'm going to share a memory. The last time Marianne and Spank and I went shopping, he found a deal on chocolate bars. Our mistake was when we were not looking, he filled our carts with chocolate bars. And then he found these candies called, what are they called? Ferrero, those things, those little, and he filled our carts with those. So we got into the car to come home. He sat in the back seat. I drove. Marianne sat in the passenger seat. I think we ate 3-4 candy bars on the way. He kept shoving them up to us.
Like the candy bars they have here.
Yes, they're not
They're
this.
not like this.
They are like this. He's reading, first of all, he's reading the back of it. He's like, these are really good candy bars. We need to buy as many of these as we can find. So we go on the way home, we're eating, 3 or 4 of these. But that wasn't enough. He's like, we haven't had enough chocolate. He starts getting these Ferrero Rocher things, whatever they're called, and he starts unwrapping them for us. We're like, Spank, we can only eat. You cannot have enough chocolate. He's like, you got to have chocolate. So Mary and I, our stomachs were busting with chocolate. I'm very thankful for that memory, though. We had to, on the way home, we had to stop and get 1, maybe 6-pack of Stella's. Yes, what a good memory. But it wasn't just that last trip. We had many trips like that. And I'm very thankful that we had such trips. But if you don't forget, I'll be staying in the back as you leave, and you too can go home with a little sweet memory. And if you want 2 of them, please take 2. I'll be happy to share with you. You cannot have enough chocolate. So when you eat something chocolate, especially a big bar, think of Spank. Someone gave us this poem, and I was asked to read this to you. Please listen to the words and soak in what the meaning is for you. All right. Well, first of all, it's from an older gentleman. There's an elderly gentleman's comment that stood out from everything that we had ever spoken to people about. And this is what he had to say about life and death. It's called Scars and Waves. He says, all right, here it goes. I'm old. What that means is I have survived so far. A lot of people I have known and loved, they have not survived. I've lost friends, best friends, acquaintances, co-workers, grandparents, mom, relatives, teachers, mentors, students, neighbors, and a whole host of other folks. I have no children, and I can't imagine the pain it must be to lose a child. But hey, here's my 2 cents. I wish I could say they get used to people dying. I never did, and I do not want to. It tears a hole through me whenever someone I love dies, no matter the circumstances. But I do not want it to not matter. I don't want it to be something that just passes. My scars are a testament to the love and the relationship that I had for and with that person. And if the scar is deep, well, so is the love. So be it. Scars are a testament to life. Scars are a testament that I can love deeply, and I can live and continue to love. And the scar tissue, you know it's stronger than the original flesh ever was. Scars, they're a testament to life. Scars are only ugly to people who can't see. As for grief, you'll find that it's going to come in waves. When the ship is first wrecked, you are drowning and with wreckage all around you. Everything floating around you reminds you of the beauty and the magnificence of the ship that was and that is no more. And while maybe it's some physical thing, maybe it's a happy memory, or maybe it's a photograph, maybe it's a person who is floating beside you. For a while, all you can do is float. Stay alive. In the beginning, the waves are like 100 feet tall and they crash over you without mercy. They come 10 seconds apart and they don't even give you time to catch your breath. All you can do is hang on and float. After a while, maybe weeks, maybe months, maybe years, you're going to find the waves are still maybe 100 feet tall, but they come further apart. When they come, they still crash all over you, and they literally will wipe you out. But in between, you can breathe and you can function. You never know what's going to trigger that grief. It might be a song, it might be a picture, it may be a street intersection. It might be the smell of a cup of coffee. And we drank our share of coffee, and we will continue to drink our share of coffee. It can just be about anything. The waves will come crashing. But in between the waves, there is life. Somewhere down the line, and you know it's different for everybody, but you're going to find those waves might be 80 feet tall, maybe 50 feet tall. But while they still come, they come a little further apart. You can see them coming. It's called an anniversary, maybe a birthday. It's definitely going to be Christmas, or maybe landing at the airport. You can see it coming, and for the most part, you can kind of prepare for it. But when it crashes over you, you know that somehow, you're going to come out on the other side. You're going to be soaking wet. You're going to be sputtering. You're going to still be hanging on to some tiny little piece of wreckage, but you're going to come out. Take it from this old guy. The waves are never going to stop coming. And somehow you don't really want them to. but you will learn to survive those waves. Other waves will come, and you're going to survive them too. But if you're lucky, you're going to have a lot of scars from a lot of waves, a lot of loves, and a lot of shipwrecks. This was given to Ferry by a pastor, Mike Noggle, and she would like to have me share it. It's called The Message of Hope for the Family and Friends of Jameson Businger. I know that the family has decided not to have a formal traditional funeral service, which I respect and fully support. I did, however, want to convey to you, Jameson's family and friends, some words of encouragement that I hope brings you some comfort at this horribly difficult time. When we receive earth-shattering news like the word you received of Jameson's passing that spread so quickly and shockingly last Tuesday, it is hard to get our minds around what is happening and how to even process the news. As Christians, we know that in times of distress and anguish, doubt and confusion, it is important that we look to Jesus to guide our steps and rely on the Holy Spirit to help us put one foot in front of the other. I want to share with you 3 moments in the New Testament Gospels in which Jesus has a message for us at times like this. The first thing that Jesus teaches us is found in the 11th chapter of the Gospel of John. Jesus received word from his dear friends Mary and Martha that their brother Lazarus, who Jesus also loved, was ill. When Jesus left to go with them in Bethany a few days later, the sisters told him that Lazarus had died. Jesus was deeply moved, and in verse 35, the shortest verse in the Bible, which was one of the first verses we have all learned as a child, it says that Jesus wept. We know that Jesus was fully divine, but he was also fully human, with all the emotions that God has placed in each of us. He wept. Now understand, Jesus knew that Lazarus was about to be raised from the dead and brought back to life. But seeing the anguish and grief of his dear friends, he felt their sorrow and pain. What I'm trying to tell you, and what Jesus has exhibited, is that it's okay to cry. So let them flow. There is healing in those tears. It's okay to cry. You don't have to try to be strong when you're not. And it may take some time to make sense of all your thoughts, but don't ever fight your tears, because there is freedom in every drop. Sometimes it's the only way to heal a broken heart. The second thing that Jesus shows us is on the day that he died. He had been beaten and tortured and had been nailed to a cross. As the hours of his agony drug on, chapter 27, verse 46 of the Gospel of Matthew says that Jesus cried out in a loud voice,
my God, why have you forsaken me?" Did you catch that? The Son of God, the Savior, who knew the purpose for his death, is crying out to God in the middle of his pain, why? When we are faced with tragedy and sorrow, our humanist wants an explanation. What is the purpose? Why is this? Why now? Why at all? If our Lord and Savior can turn to his Father and ask why, I am here to tell you that God has big enough shoulders to hear your cries of why coming out of your pain and anguish. We can ask the question, but we don't always receive the answer, at least not on this side of heaven. Shout out why questions if you need to. It's okay. It's okay if you just don't stay there. It's at the point that you need to turn the pain over to God and put your trust and faith in him. He will be faithful and bring you through his pain. And finally, in the 8th chapter of Luke, we find the disciples in a boat on the Sea of Galilee when a sudden storm comes up and threatens to swamp the boat and drown them all. They went to Jesus, who was fast asleep on the boat, and woke him, saying, "Master, we're going to drown." The scripture goes on to describe how Jesus rebuked the wind and the raging waters and calmed the storm, which caused both fear and amazement among the disciples. From our vantage point today, since we have accepted Jesus to be the Son of the living God, it is not so shocking that he had the power to calm a storm. There is something else here, however, that I don't want you to miss. When the disciples were in the middle of the storm, when they were frightened, when they thought they would not make it to another day, where was Jesus? He wasn't some far-off observer. He was right there with them in the middle of the danger, in the middle of the storm, in the middle of their fear, in the middle of their uncertainty, in the middle of their anxiety. He will be with each of you in the middle of the storm as well. These last few days have been a whirlwind. There have been so many things to do, people to see and talk to, spending time with family. There has been little time to be alone with your thoughts and feelings. But over the next few days, all the people who love and support you will be back at their homes. The world will seemingly go on as it did before. And in the quiet times, it will be hard to understand how the world can keep going when your world has been so radically changed. It is in those moments of quiet and loneliness that you need to know that you are never truly alone. Jesus is in the boat with you and will never leave you. It is said that sometimes he calms a storm and other times he calms the child. Feel his loving arms wrapped around you. He knows your hurt, he knows your pain, and he loves you deeply. When you were small, and a storm was raging outside that frightened you, it was always comforting to crawl up into your parents' lap and hear them assure you that everything is going to be all right. Bob, Marianne, Jared, Jama, family, and friends, it is time to crawl into your Heavenly Father's lap and hear his words of assurance. I love you. I am here for you, and everything's going to be all right. There is no right way or wrong way to grieve, and there is no timetable as when it ends. My prayer for you is that in these days of overwhelming grief, you find comfort in the Lord and in the family and friends that support you, and the day will come at some time in the future when you will be able to think of Jameson with a smile and with gratitude before the tears, rather than the tears and the anguish of his passing, preventing you from getting to the wonderful memories of the good man he was and the wonderful times that you spent together. You will see him again.
several of you have taken the chance to share some things that Spank left marked on your heart, and now it's my chance. I'm part of the family, but I got different blood in my veins than Jameson did, but that still makes him family, and he's actually been like a son to me. And I've been asked to kind of wrap things up here today, but if there's anyone who wants one last chance to share about Jameson and his impact on your life, just step up here and interrupt me if you want to. That'd be just fine. I'm not really a professional speaker, but I was given the chance to be able to do this today, and I appreciate that. I know some of you might be maybe offended by my jeans and the way I'm dressed, but that's the way Spank was. He was just a simple guy, and I kind of figured today if he can wear jeans, I can too. First of all, I want to thank all of you who did take the chance to share, and I hope through that sharing, some of you that maybe didn't know him real well got a chance to know him a little better. And I'm sorry that you missed your chance to not know him better, because he was a great guy. Don't know if you've picked up on it or not, but I've mentioned chances several times in my little spiel here. It's not really a coincidence. That's what I want to kind of focus on today, is chances. Spank and I had some common interests, and we had a chance about 2 years ago, sometime before Christmas. I have a little workshop, and he came over and we worked together to make some Christmas presents. And I know now that those will be cherished. Another interest we had was gardening. Spank liked to grow things and liked to grow different things, and a lot of times we would bounce things back and forth between each other. And just recently, like it probably within the last month, I had a chance to receive some red raspberries from Spank that he dug up, and I'm going to cherish them as long as they survive. Another thing we had in common was food. I like to eat it, and Spank liked to cook it. I'm not a cook by any means, but I always enjoyed Spank's food. One of the chances that Jameson took was going to college. Well, I shouldn't say college. It was a culinary school. And I think he was a little apprehensive about going. It really wasn't his cup of tea. But it was such a blessing to him and to everyone that was blessed by his food and the things that he learned when he went to culinary school. He had an unconventional way of doing things. Like someone said earlier, he didn't really use a recipe. He knew what things tasted like, and he experimented with how they could be put together to make something new. And I know Cindy's said a couple times how much she's going to miss being able to call Spank and say, how do I fix this, or what do I do with this? like someone said, I believe it was Justin, one of his favorite sayings about something really good was, it's like Jesus in your mouth. He just really enjoyed food. And I'm kind of envious of the people up in heaven because I know now Spank's cooking for them. And I'm pretty sure there's 3 guys at the head of the table ready to take in anything that he puts out there, and that's both his grandparents and a fellow that he was really close to, some hillbilly from Tennessee. Those of you that know him will know who I'm talking about. Some other opportunities or chances that Spank took, whenever he had the chance, he would give Grandma Ferry a back rub. And it wasn't 30 seconds, it was several minutes. He really enjoyed doing that for her. And like someone said, he would spend the night, a lot of nights at Grandma's. But if we were there when he left, Spank would always say when he left, "Love you, Grandma." Some other chances that Spank took was with his nieces and nephews. He'd always, whenever he had the chance, spend time with them and do special things with them. And we're going to discuss one of those special things he did here in a little bit, but probably the greatest chance that Spank had was on October 13th, 2021. And I know this was a great chance for Marianne as well. She and him were barefoot in the grass, and I don't know the specifics of it. If you want the details, you need to talk to Marianne about it, but she was able to share her Savior with him, and Spank accepted that. And because of that, we know he's now in heaven. We don't have to wonder where he's at. I was also asked to share that if you haven't had the chance to do that, to accept Jesus as your Savior, you don't know when your time is going to be up. And if you have had the chance to do it, you need to share that chance like Marianne did with someone else. We've all had regrets and missed chances, and I'm sure Spank's no different. Not too many of us probably are going to know what those regrets were. But I do know through some conversations and so forth that he wanted to have his own family, and that was a missed chance that he had. But he always showed a great love to his nieces and nephew and was like a dad to them. One of those things that he liked to do with them involved a song that we're going to play at the end of the service. If you've received the little folder or whatever it is that they passed out, it has the song in the front, and the title of the song is called "Till You Can't." And he used to share that with the grandkids or the nephew and nieces, and they'd sing it together. And I just want to go through the chorus. I think it says a lot. It says, "If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you have a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, because the dream won't chase you back. If you're going to love somebody, hold them as long and as strong as you can till you can't. Some of us may think, by worldly standards, Spank missed some other chances. A high-paying job, money, a family, nice stuff. But he really wasn't about that. He lived a simpler life. He took time to spend time talking, laughing, having a drink, sharing a skill in the kitchen with someone. Most of us are too busy to miss a lot of those chances, but Spank didn't. Life's not really about that. It's not about having the best job or earning the most money, having a great house, nice cars, and just stuff. Spank knew how to see beauty in things. Say hello and have that smirky little smile that he had. And if you saw the pictures back there, a lot of thumbs up. He'd offer a ear to listen and a shoulder to cry on. And of course, he always liked to share his food and a drink. Every time I take a drink of Jameson, I'm going to think of him. And of course, taking a chance to tell someone you love them while you got a chance. He took those chances, but his chances are gone now. We still have them till we can't. Would like to invite you all to Grandma Ferry's afterwards. We're having some food. We want to share food, memories, tears, and laughter about Spank and his life. So you all got one more chance to share how his life impacted yours. With that, I know we've already done this once, but the family would like us all to stand and say the Lord's Prayer together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. As you exit today, listen to the words of the song, and don't forget about the sweet memories that Cindy's going to be handing out in the back. One final thought. Take chances till you can.
town. You just got too much on your plate to bait and cast a line. You can always put a rain check in his hand till you can't. You can keep putting off forever with that girl whose heart you hold, swearing that you'll last someday further down the road. You can always put a diamond on her hand till you can't. If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it. 'Cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, till you can. There's a box of greasy parts sitting in the trunk of that 65, still waiting on you and your granddad to bring it back to life. You can always get around to fixing up that Pontiac till you can't. If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it. 'Cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, till you can't. So take that phone call from your mama and just talk away, 'cause you'll never know how bad you wanna till you can't someday.